Over the past few months, a man by the name of Luke Belmar has been capturing the attention of viewers across the world with his realist mentality and advice for escaping the so-called Matrix. In today's video, we're going to be exploring who Luke Belmar is, how he has managed to skip his way to fame, and what he brings to the table. Sit back, relax, and take notes so maybe you can escape the struggle. Luke Belmar, in only January of 2016, was waiting tables for, I can imagine, not a lot of money. But with the tips he earned, he would instantly invest into crypto, managing to multiply his portfolio hundreds of times over. Unfortunately enough, however, he would ride a lot of his profits down when the crypto market turned. Luke knew to make a ton of money from the next crypto surge, he would also have to invest a bunch of money, and hence he entered the e-commerce industry. We've all heard of miracle stories of dropshippers making millions overnight, and well, Luke really wasn't that much different.
I just ran up like 30 bands.
By 2019, Luke had made $16 million in the industry, and apparently multiple 8 figures as of 3 months ago, of which was all immediately rolled over into the crypto market in 2020. Luke goes on to claim he's also been able to 30x his crypto portfolio in the past 2 years. Along with his e-commerce and crypto fortunes, of course Luke had to hit the sweet spot with NFTs, launching his own project, flipping and selling them, eventually walking away with a cool $9 million. Taking things all the way back, Luke started from humble beginnings. He grew up in a small town within Argentina with a population less than 19,000. He would attend high school here with his brother Nate, like a typical family. However, this didn't last long, as him along with his brother would both drop out at school at 17 and make their way to the USA with a grand total of $400 between them. It was at this point Luke began working as a waiter. However, it wasn't just an ordinary cafe. Luke was working at a prestigious restaurant where he'd be serving extremely wealthy individuals and families, and I guess this could have been what sparked his drive to success. Maybe one of Luke's most well-known arguments is the fact people have no goals.
The reason they fail comes down to one single word: goals. People don't have goals. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what they want. They wake up like accidents. They wake up with no purpose. They wake up with no sense of direction. They don't know what they want. They don't know who they want. They don't know who they are.
It was obvious Luke had the goal to escape the rat race, as he calls it, the Matrix. After arriving in the US, he would live inside of his car and grind out 3 jobs, whilst also trying to develop some sort of external income outside of his job.
The first job, I was working waiting tables at a restaurant, a Spanish restaurant. The second one, I was working as an intern at the Washington Post. That was gay. It was a terrible job. And then the third job was I was just trying to figure out how to make money.
Luke was exposed to Bitcoin in the year 2016 after hearing something about it, or what, I'm not entirely sure what, but something must have sparked inside of him as he was quick to set up a Robinhood account and get involved. Now let's really talk about how Luke was able to acquire such a large amount of wealth. Was he scamming, selling courses, lying? Well, no. It's pretty straightforward thinking really, mixed with good timing and maybe a bit of luck. The money Luke had gathered from working his 3 jobs, he was able to invest into crypto, but also into educating himself on e-commerce and experimenting with it. In 2017, Luke experienced his first bull run. In case you don't know what this means, it essentially just means the market for whatever, in this case crypto, is rising. So you can make a lot of money if you buy at the beginning of the run and sell at the end of the run, before it drops off again. In 2017, after his bull run, he had 30 times his crypto portfolio and accumulated up to $300,000. Of course though, not everything could be good, and only a week later the crypto market crashed.
Remember, I'm like broke, right? I'm broke. And it goes up to 300,000. I pull out a loan. I remember I go to Wells Fargo. I'm excited. This is at the top of the bull run, right? When XRP was $3.50. And I get a loan for $15,000. I put it in. A week later, boom, everything tanks. I lose everything. I'm left with $1,000. I'm like, fuck, okay.
Luke had learned his lesson here. Whilst carrying on his research into the market, he began scaling his e-commerce business. And as already mentioned, within the next 2 years, he had built a multiple 8 figures e-commerce empire. I did state there may be a bit of luck involved when building his fortunes, and here's why. In 2020, Luke took an absolute insane risk and invested everything he had into crypto. His prediction was correct, however, and he managed to 40 times his wealth, making him now a multi-millionaire. This time around, however, he didn't make the same mistake of waiting for the market to crash, and instead moved on to his next venture. Luke's predominant focus at this point in his life is building what he calls the Capital Club. This aims to be the largest decentralized entrepreneurial network on planet Earth. He claims he wants to be able to teach the entrepreneurs within the club what it is to be a successful entrepreneur. He believes the Matrix has us believe it's us against the world, and this is what scares people from escaping the rat race.
The system wants to make you believe that it's you against the world, whereas the highest people in society, they don't operate individual units, they operate in conglomerates, they operate in family family networks.
He believes forming the Capital Club will bring people together and help us escape the rat race as a collective. He further claims he's currently in the works of writing a book. This would have us believe he is yet again attempting to help us live a life of freedom.
I want to be able to teach a lot of these entrepreneurs that are coming what it is to be an entrepreneur, successful, have Wi-Fi money, and operate in different dimensions and in different places in the world.
Luke Belmar has quite obviously been working hard to spread awareness of himself and has networked his way amongst some of the biggest names in the niche, including Tristan Tate, Sneeko, Justin Waller, and Sebastian Giorgio. He often features on podcasts and reaction videos where he exaggerates why people are living in the matrix and attempts to teach people how to essentially reach financial freedom, along with some pretty red pill comments, but that's just mandatory at this point if you want to hang out with these sort of people. On Luke Belmar's actual YouTube channel, sitting at a comfortable 155,000 subscribers with literally 10 single uploads, he posts predominantly sit-down videos such as why 99% of men fail. Unlike many other figureheads that in a way promote similar content such as Sneeko, Luke's comments are filled with support and gratitude for his advice. My one criticism towards Luke's advice, however, would stem from how he actually made his money. As I already covered, he acquired much of his wealth through e-commerce. That's very respectable. However, to multiply his wealth to where he is today using crypto, in my opinion, is very lucky. So in the way of advice, I think it should definitely and always be taken with a pinch of salt, as for sure, not everyone's going to get that lucky in the crypto market. Definitely go check out his channel for a better insight into his advice for you. But as far as this video goes, that brings it to an end. You now know how Luke really pioneered his success and his next ambitions in the way of the Capital Club and bringing an audience together. Hope you found this video valuable, and I'll see you in not long at all.